Hello everyone, it's Amy. Welcome back to my channel. Back in Allen, Michigan today at the Allen Antique Barn, and I think you can tell what's going on behind me. We're going to flip the booth to Christmas today, and oh boy, I can't wait. So there's a lot to do today, so let's get in here and get to work.
You're not?
All right, we're going to take Halloween out. And we are switching over here. A lot of things are going to be moving around and moving out so we can bring in Christmas today. Alright, I still have a few more loads to bring in. I've been trying to bring some of this bigger stuff out here, unload some Halloween, and then bring in some Christmas. I still have a couple more trips to do. Well, we have quickly come to the realization that we're not going to get this all done today. It's a mess. We have bins everywhere. Yeah, so we're going to have to come back here tomorrow and finish up before we hit the road to go to Ohio to the Midwest Holiday Show. Well, I got a few more things done, but we have a lot more to take out and put out tomorrow and change wall things and everything, so we'll see you back here tomorrow. Well, good morning and welcome back. Day 2 of trying to flip the booth to Christmas. This was not in the original plan, but sometimes that happens and you just got to be flexible. And definitely we have a time crunch today. The goal is to get the booth done in 2 hours or less this morning, because Mama Pam and I have to drive 4 hours into southern Ohio today for the Midwest Holiday Antique Show. So this was not in the original plan on a Friday. Today is Friday, and our holiday open house here at the Allen Antique Barn in all of Allen is tomorrow. So that's why we needed to get our booth flipped to Christmas before we left for the Midwest Holiday Show. And we were supposed to be able to get it done in one day. That did not happen. You know what? This has been a learning process, having a booth for the first time, and how much we have to get done in a very short amount of time. And it's not easy. It's not easy. It's a lot of work. It's fun. It's definitely fun, but it's also been a little bit of a challenge to try and figure out displays since we've never done them before, and put things together and fit everything in the booth. So I did bring a couple more Christmas things with me. I actually brought some handmade things to the booth, so I've got to get those in there, and a couple things I forgot yesterday. So let's get in here and get to work. Mama Pam is meeting me here, so we can tear into it and get it done. Alright, I've been working on this wall, so I took out the kittens, moved this over so I could put the Christmas records in there. Mom brought this awesome German pressed paper calendar piece from 1934. It's in really cool cool picture, and it's in really nice shape. And then I'm still it's a Christmas mess right now, but I brought this little Swedish little wall hanging piece, and Mom brought all the little Nomi ornaments to go there. So we're working on it, and Mom just put these cute little runners up on the shelf. We switched out a lot of stuff on these too. Well, sad to say, I had a casualty. She was in mint condition too. Darn it. Maybe I can do something crafty with her, but she survived 60 years until I brought her here. Okay, I've been fussing. This is what happened at the pop-up at Misty's too. So I think I'm gonna be done. And I gotta sweep the floor because there's glitter and tinsel everywhere. So I gotta clean, and then I will go around and do a tour of the booth. All right, we're gonna do booth tour. The floor is clean. So of course we've got Mama Pam's sewing area. I don't even know what she put out here. Oh my gosh, look at this tiny little pincushion with the little shoes. Yeah, see, I don't know what she was putting out over here. Oh my gosh, look at these. I was just working in Christmas land, and she was just putting out new stuff. I love these jars that she puts together. So these, we've been looking for old yearbooks and cutting out the photos from old yearbooks. I got one from Brooke over on Virtual Antique Marketplace to give to her, but she is filling these jars with old sewing notions and a photograph. I just love those. She sold her Christmas, one of the Christmas ones already, but she has a couple every day. And here's another Christmas one that she made. She put these little tart tins of buttons together. I just love those tags. I love how they turned out. She's got all these, some little tags and little carded buttons with ephemera. Look at little quilty Santa. She brought that in, and Mama Pam's handmade little sewing notion framed pieces. She brought in some Christmas aprons. We love the Christmas aprons. Oh, that one's fun. Yeah, she's just been working hard over here. A few Christmas linens, definitely some tablecloths were added. I love the little laundry line with all the green and red. Little pot holders. She brought in this whole set of Charles Dickens glasses. And then she did rearrange the kitchen hutch. Brought in some different stuff. Brought some more red things in. Changed up the top. And then she did bring in, Mama Pam's got some albums down here. I know she did bring in some Christmas ones, so did I. Of course, you gotta have Bang. You gotta have Bang. There, we'll put Bang in the front. Yeah, she brought in, Care Bears Christmas. She brought in a lot of records, too. All right, and we got our little cabinet full of tchotchkes and salt and pepper shakers. I love these little shelf runners. Those are super cute. Lots of different colored toothpick holders, a little bit of Christmas, a little bit of gift ideas, and Mama Pam moved her little brass section down. We even got a little diamond pottery here, and then this little tree full of the woodsy ornaments that kind of goes with that little banner. Little wood, look at, there's a dentist. So many fun ones. I got a couple pixies hanging out back here. And a whole little basket of those little wood ornaments. And then we're going to go through Kitchen's Corner. I did take out a lot of the general everyday stuff and loaded it down as much as I could with Christmas. So we'll start down here. I do have this lovely Murano glass. Hopefully somebody would like that for Christmas. A few books scattered in. That giant angel babe. Mama Pam's got a few things over here too. I got the Joseph Korea shakers and the not Joseph. Joseph did make a picture like that, but that is not the Joseph version. He's still cute though. I got Santa mugs all over the place. And I did make up these jars. I found these vintage jars and loaded them with vintage ornaments. You know, either for a display or you could craft with those. This awesome Napco sleigh. I've got a little bit of flocking goodness, some more books, the Joseph music box. I did bring in this large handmade piece of mine that did not find a home at Missy's pop-up last year, so I thought I would bring him here. I am advertising for our YouTube Christmas marathon sale here in case people stop by and they want to come over and join us. That would be awesome. I got a reflector wreath. I have this awesome Miro Star lighted candelabra piece. I have a few things hanging on the wall. This is like a giant starburst piece that you can put together and hang from the ceiling. Who remembers those giant long pencils? I absolutely love those. Got a little Empire, that kitschy gold deer. Got another tree here that's loaded with kitschy goodness. And down here I brought in a ceramic tree, and here's another one of those jars I made up. These were really fun to make, kind of color coordinated. I have some vintage Christmas magazines, those awesome bells in the box, and I made 2 handmade wreaths to bring in here for some more color on the wall. These are the records that I brought in up here. There's that awesome pressed paper piece. I love that. And we are leaving a little bit of fall here since it's November 1st tomorrow as I'm filming this. So the Christmas open house is tomorrow, but we're leaving a little bit of fall out because I know people still decorate for Thanksgiving. And of course, Mama Pam's got her Barbie cases and all of her Barbie and accessories. We got a little bit of something in there, a little bit of everything in there. And we've moved some more things down in the bottom of this cabinet. A lot of the teacups and things we moved over here. And here is the Christmas feature table out front. Looks totally different than what we had in July. And I do want to give a shout out to Brad and Greg from Countryside Antique Mall that let me borrow these two green trees and that tall white one in the corner because I just didn't have, I was struggling to try and find something that would work because I knew I needed a heftier tree to put all of these gorgeous blown glass ornaments on. I think it looks beautiful. I did bring this framed antique Kewpie ephemera. That was also something that didn't sell at the pop-up last year, so I thought I'd bring it here. I have a box of Shiny Brights, new old stock ribbon, and I gotta bring my vintage greeting card. So there's a whole bunch here to choose from. Do have a little Holt Howard foil angel. I got a little deer, eyelash trees. I have a couple eyelash trees around, and then this tree is also loaded with kitschy ornaments. All right, you guys, finally done. Didn't meet the goal of 2 hours. It actually ended up taking 3, but I think it looks really nice. It was definitely a process to make sure everything was gonna fit, and it was easy to shop and not bump into anything or knock things off the shelf like I did. I broke that poor Napco girl. Hopefully I can salvage her and make something out of her. That's gonna be the plan anyways. So let me know down in the comments, what was your favorite thing in our booth this time? We would love to know. If you guys want to come here and shop in person, the Allen Antique Barn is open every single day, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can check in the description of the video for their Facebook, Instagram, website, all their social media links, and address for the store. And come check out all of Allen. You can spend the entire day antiquing here at all the antique malls here in town. And the November 1st open house is going to be already past once this video comes out, but Christmas goodies are going to be here all season long, so come and support small business. We certainly would appreciate it. Thank you guys again for coming along, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.